Every year we have this magical time called New Year's. And as I'm sure you know, New Year's seems to be the only time that most people can become motivated and take action. So, for example, before I get into this video, I posted a TikTok on, I think, the 5th of January. And the TikTok said, POV, it's the 4th of, or POV, all the New Year, New Me people have given up by the 4th of January. I don't know. I was in the gym, it was like 6 p.m, peak gym time. Everyone's normally there, and it's the 4th of January and it's empty. There's 3-4 people there in this gym. Yeah, on New Year's, there was about 35 people when I went there on New Year's. New Year's Eve was the same, pretty packed. But by the 4th and the 5th, it was dead empty. Again, everyone's gone. And this just shows how quickly most people give up. So I'm in the gym, I'm there, and I'm, in between sets. And normally, the only time I ever post on TikTok is when I'm sitting in the gym. I've got like ideas. I very rarely post on TikTok. When I do, I'm in the gym. It just so happens that I'm always in the gym posting TikToks. And I was thinking about how quickly everyone's given up on New Year's. Everyone had these dreams, these aspirations, these goals. I saw all these videos everywhere saying 2026 is my year, this, that, blah, blah, January 1st. New Year's spirit, right? Magical time. And yet everyone gave up by the 4th of January. There used to be this idea called Quitter's Day, and that was that by the 17th of January, 90% of people give up on their New Year's resolutions within 2.5 weeks, 17th of January. But I really feel like that is non-existent anymore. I feel like that's gone. I feel like the idea of Quitter's Day is gone. I feel like it is genuinely, we've gotten to the point where everyone is so demoralized that everyone gives up within the first week. If not that, I reckon, genuinely, January 31st and January 1st were the most packed I've ever seen the gym. By the 3rd, there was maybe 10 people. And by the 5th of January, there's maybe 4 or 5 people there. I don't think I've seen more than 10 people in the gym at those times since then. And it's now, middle of February. And so, this whole idea of New Year's seems to not have any real value anymore. Everyone used to, I remember in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, even 2024, everyone had this whole like new year, new me, working, grinding. I'd see everyone was going, day 75 of this, day 60, day 80, day 100. Everyone was doing it, everyone was making it months, right? And then, I first heard of Quitter's Day back in 2023. It's been around 3 years since then. Everyone's given up so early, so quickly. And it's like, why? Why is everyone giving up so quickly? I've seen, as well, a bunch of videos talking about, the big 2026, right? All these people talking about, it's 2026, you're running out of time. You don't have more time to waste. You don't have more years to waste. And I myself have made these videos. I've seen this content and gone, you know what, that's a good idea. And I've made videos talking about it's 2026, you don't have time to waste. And I want to just yet again push that point. It is 2026. Most of us out here who are trying to achieve our goals have been wanting to achieve the same things for years. Like, I've been pretty consistent, pretty disciplined on the same goals, the same paths for about 3 years now, 2 or 3 years. And I've made good progress and I'm getting there, I'm slowly building things up. And I've seen a bunch of people who I know who had the same goals as me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 2 years ago, who still are just procrastinating, not doing anything. New year, new me, it's February now, nah. You don't have time to waste. It's 2026. Every year that goes by is one more year where there's more people who have gotten free, more people who have made millions of dollars, more people who got jacked, right? Inflation's going up, right? Mental inflation. $1 million, if you were, say for instance, a 21-year-old multi-millionaire, 5 years ago that was crazy. Now everyone is a multi-millionaire. It's just social media, it's all it is. If you're not worth 10 million by 21, you're failing. What are you doing? If you don't have, a year-round six-pack, you don't even go to the gym, do you? Right? The whole idea, the whole joke of do you even lift, bro? That whole thing. Do you even lift? Do you even go to the gym? That's a joke. Nowadays, it's if you don't have a six-pack and you don't weigh 220 pounds, it doesn't count. You're not even a gym goer. Inflation is real. And whether that's monetary or mentally or culturally, inflation is real. Time is running out, resources are being gathered, and you don't have any, I don't have any. What are we doing? I don't want to stand here and talk from a position of authority as if I have millions of dollars, as if I'm shredded and jacked. But those are where I'm going. Those are the things I'm chasing. Those are the things I'm actively trying to attain. And so I just want to say, it's 2026. Quit playing around, quit wasting time, quit being lazy, quit procrastinating, quit treating this whole freedom, life, money thing like it's a game, because it's not. Everyone used to say play life like a game, and that was a great idea 2-3 years ago. Play life like a game was a great idea in 2021, 2023, 2024, even last year. But I genuinely feel like we're running out of time. I don't think there's time to just play life like a game. I think you need to get serious, you need to get impatient, you need to have a sense of urgency, you need to act now, you need to work, you need to be up at 3 a.m. Like, the whole idea of 5 a.m., that doesn't matter. 5 a.m., no. 3 a.m. I was up at 3 a.m. this morning. I'm up at 3 a.m. every day? No. But I genuinely think we need to push things further, we need to work harder, we need to go. We don't have time to waste. So, am I saying everyone should get up at 3 a.m. and everyone should have $1 million and a Lambo? No. That's not how the world works. But I genuinely think you need to work harder than you ever have before. You need to do more than you ever have before. You need to train more than you ever have before. You need to think more than you ever have before. You need to take action more than you ever have before. You need to be more urgent, more impatient, and just get to work. It's the big 2026. You don't have time to waste. Let's get it. 2026, work time, let's go.